Look at him in a film which, if you're new to Bollywood, is as good a starting point as anyway. This is Shah Rukh Khan in a film which I very much enjoy. I've seen it a few times. Main Hoon Na. Look at this.
Check that. Like that.
तुमको पूजा है तुम्हारी इबादत की है हमने जब की है तो फिर ऐसे मोहब्बत की है हमने जब की है तो फिर ऐसे मोहब्बत की है
Check that. Wicked.
दिल मेरा पागल है जाना इसको तुम बहला दो दिल में क्यों हलचल है जाना मुझको तुम समझा दो
That's what we're talking about. Please welcome Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. Shah Rukh, great to have you here on the show. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you
The
very much.
Badshah of Bollywood. Thank you. King Khan. SRK. The Rookstar. These are some of the nicknames, I believe.
The what?
The Rookstar.
Rookstar.
Rookstar. You not heard that one?
No, I'm not. You made it up?
I made it up. I've had the flu and I've had some strange thoughts. Some about you.
I wouldn't be able to tell. I thought you're normally like that, actually.
Okay, what should I call you? What should I address you?
Just Shah Rukh.
Shah Rukh.
Or
Okay.
Khan.
Great to have you here.
Or
Well, which
SRK
one?
or
Well,
Badshah or Rukcha.
I'll say Shah Rukh. Shah Rukh.
Shah Rukh.
So I like Shah Rukh.
Shah Rukh.
Now, I know when we have a big star on the show, all of our guests are always big stars, but I know when we have a superstar because we get so many phone calls from people going crazy to try and get tickets. And I think just about every Indian in the country has phoned me this week. They've even named a street after me in Neasden to try and get some tickets. That's what's going on. You have a huge following. Is it strange when you come to England, when you travel to America? Well, obviously, there's a population that do know you here, but at the same time, it's not like being at home where everyone knows you.
No, it's like being at home, and I'm not showing off.
Yeah.
It's like being at home. Actually, I heard it somewhere that all the Indians have followed to the British because they ruled us for the last 200 years. So a lot of Indians are here, a lot of Pakistanis, and I see more Indians here than I see it in India, actually. Really?
Well, that must be lovely then. It must be nice. But is it difficult for you to get around? I mean, are there places you can go to where no one knows you, where you can just get away from it all?
Yeah, there are 3-4 places left like that still, yeah. But I'm trying to get there.
Yeah,
but yeah, in England it's fun. I go down to the Hyde Park, I play soccer, my kids like it. But it's only up to the Selfridges during the summer holidays in June, July.
Yeah.
Because then you have a lot of the Arab world there and a lot of Indians there and Asians, so I just hide behind, I don't go beyond Selfridges. I think, for me, now I'll be honest, to me, England is only up to Selfridges from Grosvenor Square. I haven't been beyond that part.
Do you wear disguise ever when you go out? Have you disguised yourself to avoid attention?
No, I've never done that. I tell everyone I've worked very hard to be recognized. No, I don't want to have a disguise and I don't be recognized.
Okay. How do you think the Bollywood movies are now translating into the rest of the world? Because over here now, I know we have Bollywood movies, what we call Bollywood movies, of course, in the top 10 on a regular basis.
Yeah, at least on the first week, yeah.
Yeah. So you have everyone goes to see that film. But certainly, you know, there's a big appeal. And I get the feeling that Western people, people who aren't necessarily understand the language in the movie, are coming around to the movies a little bit more. Is that right? Do you think
I think so. I think it started as a trend. Everyone thought it's like little kitsch and, you know, it's all colourful. And a lot of people in the West, when I used to come earlier, they said they're a little silly. You know, they're kind of strange. They like the singing and dancing and over-the-topness, everything. We act also a little louder than regular Western films. Yeah. But it's an interesting trend that, yeah, now we are making films, the recent films. you know, where the screenplay and stuff is a lot more appealing. And
more to do with the drama and the action than just the singing. Not that the singing is not an important part, but they're more kind of conventional movie 2 hours.
Singing and dancing we do everywhere.
Okay.
You give us a chance. You know, I could be doing an operation on a woman, removing her appendix, and I can start singing. Dil to hai mera janam.
That's what I would like to see.
Yeah,
you've got to put that in a movie, Shahrukh.
Absolutely. I already have.
You've already done that. Is there the argument made that you can have too much singing and dancing in a film?
No, we have about 5 or 6 songs. It's a set pattern that you have 3 songs in the... Oh, by the way, we have 2 halves.
And I wondered that, because when I watch them, and I enjoy the Bollywood movies I've seen, when I watch them, I sometimes think, Christ, they're long. You know, I mean, man, they go on for quite a long while. On average, they're around 2 hours, 43 hours. That's a kind of average movie length, isn't it? But I didn't want it, so they're split in the middle.
Yeah, it's the loo break. So you quickly go down and come back. You know, I was watching a film here first time with, at Cannes, and it was a little long, the film, 3 hours. And then suddenly most of the people turned around and said, now we know why you have an interval. We need to go to the loo. Yeah. So that's why we are very considerate about films. You know, we make family films. We want the family to be comfortable, go out.
Yeah, well, that's... no, I'd love to go and see one in Mumbai. I'd love to see one with an audience, with the regional... because I bet it's exciting. My father-in-law lives out in India for part of the year. Oh. And he says it's such an exciting experience when a new movie opens. Everyone goes... And it's just, people go crazy for the films.
Yeah, people throw coins in smaller cities and all. When the song starts, people throw coins and
I think he goes mainly to collect the money. That's why he enjoys that side of the experience. You know, you mentioned the family audience for the films, and one of the things you will notice if you haven't seen Bollywood movies, and I'm sure a lot of people here this evening have, but some might have, is that they're not anywhere near as explicit as our movies are. You don't see... There aren't sex scenes, for a start. There's very little kissing, in fact, in the films. This is something which you prefer as a performer, or is this a kind of a censorship generally, or you just don't think the audience would want to watch that? No,
you know, our films are like a little cabaret variety because we want to cater to a 90-year-old lady and the 9-year-old little kid in the house. So we put in everything. But now you have a lot of kissing and sex in Hindi films. Personally, I'm awkward kissing on screen, so I don't do it. So I have in my contract that no horse riding and no kissing.
Wow. And you don't want to get those two mixed up,
no kissing the horse either. No. Yeah, it's like that, yeah. So.
And we don't need to fill in the rest. So you don't... And why don't you like the kissing? You just feel awkward, or it's something you don't want your wife to see? What is it?
No, I don't know. I feel a little awkward, you know. I don't know. Have you shot for a film? You should come and see. A lot of people in India, we are very disorganized, and we make a lot of noise, and there is no private moment on the set, and, you know, then you have to kiss. So not that I kiss like that, I'm just...
Yeah, I was... What a shameful attention seeker you are. Shameful. You can't bear the spotlight being elsewhere for too long.
But television's okay. I kiss on television.
So you kiss on TV, but you don't kiss... Now, once again, our Indian viewers will know this, but many people don't know, because you're a huge movie star. That's no overstatement. But at the same time, you go back to TV occasionally. You started in TV as an actor, I believe.
Yes.
And then you went back and you were hosting Millionaire for a while.
Yes, and Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Is that what it's called here?
We have Are You Smarter Than a 10-year-old over here, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you do this now. Over here, I don't think that could happen. I don't think you'd have a movie star, you know, the equivalent being, say, George Clooney or someone, ladies and gentlemen, who would then go and host Deal or No Deal. But literally, that's the case, isn't it? And so I guess the Indian audience don't differentiate necessarily between the two things.
No, it wasn't like that, actually. It was started by the great Mr. Bachchan. He was the first one to do that. I used to work on TV. For me to go back and work on TV wasn't a problem. But it was an experiment. Would a movie star, like you said, would be accepted on television or not? And television has just got very big in India in the last 3-4 years. So it was an experiment. It kind of turned out all right. And then we mix... I mean, you should see Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the Indian version that I've done. We do a little bit of singing and dancing.